9/11. Big anniversary for Gatineau Park, 75th anniversary. And the peregrine falcon, as I understand it, has returned to Gatineau Park. Joining us this morning, Tanya Drapeau looks after this beautiful bird right here. How are you?
Hi.
Good to see you. You've been on this show before, right?
Yes, I have.
Yes, indeed, with Birds of Prey. And Louis is here from the National Capital Commission. Louis, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you.
Listen, big celebrations planned for 75th anniversary, right?
75th anniversary, yes. 1938, the park was created, and we thought we'd prepare some special activities to highlight this anniversary.
Right.
And so the celebrations kick off this Sunday, June 2nd.
That's with your open house.
Exactly, mostly at the visitor center, but also activities throughout the park.
Right.
And special guests at the visitor center, Birds of Prey, with Tanya and her crew.
Right.
One of the reasons why we thought we'd bring some Birds of Prey, I mean, it's fun to tell people that we have peregrine falcons nesting on the early escarpment.
Right.
You know, fragile, pristine ecosystem. But I mean, we can't really tell people to go and see the peregrine falcons all the way up on the cliffs.
No.
So we're bringing Birds of Prey up close so they can appreciate how majestic these birds are without having to, you know, go out in the middle of nowhere and try to.
And it's a great opportunity to see Birds of Prey up close and personal, because you would not get that opportunity out in the wild.
Well, they're very discreet,
yes.
And not everybody has a pair of binoculars or a telescope to watch them.
And a lot of times we don't know what we're looking for.
Exactly.
Right?
So it's that recognition of different silhouettes.
This guy has a name too. What's his name?
This is Orion.
Orion. Now, you have a special glove. Special tethering for Orion. He actually has a hood. You just took the hood off, right? And that's more for his comfort than anyone else's?
Well, really, they're such visual birds. So sometimes, let's say, a studio can be overwhelming visually for them because they're really able to capture so many more images per second with their brains and process that. And that's all part of being a top dog predator. You're
looking at the fastest predator on the planet, actually, because when they dive bomb, they get up to what, 300 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, so that's with their teardrop kind of aerodynamic silhouette. So they're free falling, basically, from great heights towards their prey.
It's actually, Orion has taken a day off from his day job, correct?
Correct. He typically works at Montreal Trudeau Airport.
Doing what?
Where he's scaring away nuisance birds like pigeons, seagulls, ducks, geese, even sparrows can be a nuisance when planes are taking off or landing.
Orion, if you've got a brother, we could use one around here, because there's seagulls that drive you insane downtown.
Well, you know, there are wild peregrine falcons nesting in downtown Ottawa.
Is that right?
On one of the buildings downtown Ottawa, and they find on the building pretty much the same kind of conditions that you would find on the cliffs on the early escarpment.
Right.
You know, protection against predators for the babies.
Yeah.
You've got ample food supply, and it's high ground, so it's easy to take off.
Yeah. I know it's very exciting to have the peregrine falcon, the wild peregrine falcon, back on NCC property, correct?
Yes, it's. I mean, these birds are not as threatened as they were a few decades ago with the ban on use of pesticides. That was really killing off the offsprings, the newborn, before they were even born, actually. So their numbers are slowly getting up, but it's not a fast recovery because their reproduction rate is fairly low. So you've got to give the species some time, and not only time, but also habitat for them to nest and breed. And this is what the early escarpment in the park provides them with.
Last time I turned my neck around that far, it wasn't on purpose, that's for sure. Lots of things happening, but the big event this weekend is the open house. Where do people go? What time do they go?
The visitor center, we start at 9:30. We've got some guided hikes. We've got kiosks all over. One of our conservation agents will be there with all his gear, like the bear trap and all his the Zodiac. And so it's going to be full of activities. More details on our website, gatineaupark.ca, or give us a shout at the visitor center, 819-827-2020.
Thanks for coming by today.
Always
Have a great time on the weekend.
Thank you.
Orion, nice to meet you. Falcon. Leanne, it's a majestic bird, don't you think?
Yeah, well, interesting. I didn't
know that. And I know you're glad it's over here.
I thought it was very, the speed at which it's dropping is really quite fascinating.